I make a lot of crafts, particularly at Christmas time. And as I use a lot of fabric, I find that I often have little pieces left over. Not big enough for the project I'm doing, but there's plenty of uses for them. So I gather them all up and keep them. This is one example of what I've done using little scraps of fabric. You can make lovely plates. This is made on the front of a paper plate and all glued into place. And as you can see here, you can serve for fruit or candy or whatever you fancy. Another way of doing it is you can make little ornamental hangings. So the background here is all leftover bits of fabric, and then I have put a motif on the front and put a hanging on it. So that's another way of doing it. Now, this is a couple of bits of scraps. There's a couple of ways you can do this. You can use an ordinary scissors and just cut them different shapes like that. Or if you happen to have a set of pinking scissors, you'll end up with a zigzag edge, and that can be quite nice as well. So whatever you happen to have in the house. I'll just put them away. I'm going to show you how to do this. This is a little paper circle. It's card paper. It's quite thick. And I have some glue here. This is white glue, diluted 2 parts of glue to 1 part of water, and all stirred up and mixed up really well together. I have a sponge brush. You don't have to use a sponge brush. You can use an ordinary brush. It works perfectly well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually hold that in my hand because it's nice and small. I'll pick a piece of fabric. These are all little bits here that are pre-cut. I have a big bag of them. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put some glue on my finger, like that. And then I'll place the piece of fabric on top, and then I won't have to hold on to it. And now get some more glue and put glue all over it. You will get very sticky doing this, but the glue will come off very easily afterwards. You can either wash it off or leave it long enough, you can peel it off. And just stick it on your, wherever you're going to put it, your plate or shape. And just a little bit more glue on top of that as well. And get another one. You can do themes with your colours. You can do all reds, all greens, or a complete mishmash of colours. And then place it on. When you come to the edges, it's good to go outside the edge, and I'll show you why later on. You don't want any white bits showing. Just put another couple on. I'm sure there's different ways you can use, but I find using the finger works really well for me. So that's what I do. It overlaps slightly, no white gaps. So you keep going like this until you have the whole thing covered. And I'm going to put that to one side now. I'll show you a couple that I've done already. I glue. Just wipe the fingers off a little bit. Now I did these a couple of days ago, just as I showed you, all overlapping like that. When it was dry, I put a second coat of glue, just dip the glue and put a second coat all over it and let that dry as well. Now I'm going to turn it over so you can see the round shape there. Get my scissors and just follow the shape around, right round. It's easy to cut. Now, see, perfect round. Now this one on its own is probably not doing a whole lot for anybody, so I'm going to make it into an ornament, a little hanging ornament. So what I have here is some cutouts. So depending on the colour of your round shape, or it could be square, any colour you want to contrast. So there's a little piece of corrugated card I've cut into a candle shape. That would be nice on it. And I think the white could go on it, or these are using scraps again, just make little candle holder shapes. Might go better on the red. Let's try that. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's see this one. I have a Christmas tree. Christmas tree shaped. I think that's the one I'll use for that one. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of that. You're going to use the same glue again as a bigger piece, so I'll use a plate is a good thing to use underneath when you're gluing. Just get it all over. This big piece wouldn't fit on my finger, so I have to use something bigger under it. I lift it up, and you probably have patterns on it, so turn it around to see where you'd like it to be, and then just place it on and press it down like that, and then get your glue again. We're going to cover the top. This seals it, makes it more durable. And don't worry that it looks white, it will dry clear. It takes a couple of hours, it might take longer depending on how much glue you put on. 2 or 3 coats of this, and it's actually, you can use a damp cloth to clean it if it gets dusty. Yeah, that's that. So that's the motif on. Now to hang that, you would make either one hole at the very top or one hole there and one there, and you would thread some ribbon through it. Here's a little one here I made. It's a candle, and I put glitter glue right around it, and it's, as you can see, there's only one ribbon in that, little bow in the front and a hanging. So it's quite pretty. So, not to waste your scraps, make something really nice for Christmas.